Yeah. So this is the next page on Splunk, and the first thing we need to do after getting an idea of how we can add data and all another thing that we need to know how to handle is the understanding of the add-on, which are very important in what in Splunk. So what are the reasons, the main reason why we give an add-on? An add-on is actually required to to initiate a particular task. There's a particular task that there will be a need for an add-on of Splunk. There are some functionality in Splunk that are not actually active until you add the plugin into it. So the plugin will actually helps it to actually serve its function or purposes that we actually want it to serve. So we click on app to actually add a plugin for a word for a particular functionality. So this plugin, the most of the times, the reason why they don't actually work is that they actually take a lot of requirements to actually stand alone. So those requirements might not actually have it. Like some of the requirements, I don't have it, but I can actually show you how you can add a plugin successfully. So in the previous video, which was the first one, I did not actually complete it, and you guys did not actually get it. So I actually want to bring it to your existence. Why you should add a plugin and why you need to install the add-ons. So you are installing it to actually carry out a certain task. Maybe like we said in the previous class, you actually want to scan a payload file. You want to be making sure that the word you are protecting yourself from file or external IP address or a document that is externally sent into your network. So you are using the add-on to actually take it effect. So mind you, when you are doing this, you need to click on the find app. So once you click on find app, you get this, and at the end of the day, we are going to click on this add-on, ever been prone domain search. Now one of the add-on for getting things done is this: leverage the available domain search API to efficiently monitor breaches on all your domains. So one of the things you cannot actually pair with is that to know if you are not being pruned. Or what does it mean being pruned? Being pruned means you have not been hacked. Maybe your domain has not been hacked or has not been monitored over time. So along the line, you need this to actually make sure that you're not being prone. Now we have the Cisco Security Cloud. This one actually helps to offer seamless integration for connecting your Cisco devices with Splunk. It features a module US input design, built-in health check, and constant monitoring to ensure operating. So what does it do? It helps Cisco DUO. It helps email threat defense. That's for email, to protect you from being pruned. So to help your multi-cloud defense, Cisco secure firewalls, malware analysis, which means it helps you to analyze your malware, then network analysis, SNA. These are the type of tools we actually need. These are the types of tools we need to actually make things work effectively. So when we are actually installing this part, we are telling it that okay, we want you to give us a particular add-on that will enable us to do this. So which means once we are actually having the file in that system and we actually want it to carry out this kind of defense, if we don't add this plugin, there's no way we'll be able to carry out that effectively. So once that is being understood, we move on and click on the word the install plugin. So we add the our email username, not the Splunk username. So our email username is what we are going to add. So if you have been trying to add a plugin and it's not working effectively, it's simply because you are adding the word different plugin. So at the end of the day, we click on, I'll use my own word email. If you could notice, I use admin, but this time around I'm putting in the word, I'm putting in the username of my email. So I will add this that says, so I did not complete it in the previous class. This is an opportunity for me to complete. So click on agree and install. Incorrect password. Okay. So it's not working. At the end of the day, let's try and use the email password, which means the password to our email. So click on this. Very good. So I type it wrongly. So once that is being done, then it will start being installed, downloaded and installed. So that we've actually successfully add a plugin is installing. So we just need time to wait for it to complete. While we are waiting, let's move on onto the next one, which is the word